I got to talk about Greta Thunberg. She is on a flotilla headed to Gaza. Gotta say, did you ever think you're going to be rooting for Greta Thunberg? Because here you are, just hoping that this girl makes it to Gaza and that Israel doesn't blow her up. And that is, I say that with kind of a smile on my face, like as if I'm joking, but I'm not really joking because we know what they're capable of. And what the flotilla has been reporting. So they left Sicily. This is a 7-day trip. They're on day 5 on this flotilla. They're supposed to land in Gaza on the 7th, which is just 2 days from now. So they're 2 days away. They left Sicily 5 days ago, and they ended up having to do a little bit of a detour today. There was a distress call. Some migrants, something happened with their boat, and they needed to be rescued. And the flotilla got the call that they were the closest boat to the area, so they ended up doing a 2-hour detour to help some of the migrants. They ended up with some of them, 4 of them, I believe, on their boat. And I don't know what happened to the rest of the migrants. But nonetheless, the flotilla is on its way to Gaza. And Israel has said that they will not allow the flotilla to dock. The reports from the flotilla are that there's been an Israeli drone buzzing ahead them at night, which is incredibly scary to think about a drone above you, knowing what the Israelis are capable of, knowing that the last flotilla, they did drone, and they could be droning this flotilla. So, and then you've got senators like Lindsey Graham, sitting U.S. senators, essentially threatening death to the people on the flotilla, saying, hope Greta and her friends can swim. What exactly are you implying there, Senator Lindsey Graham? What are you implying? Are you implying that it's going to be droned and that their boat will sink and that they'll need to swim? Otherwise, they'll drown? Is that what you're implying, Lindsey Graham, U.S. sitting Senator Lindsey Graham? I mean, this is just outrageous that he would say anything like this. Greta has responded. She was on Democracy Now! This is what she had to, must be maybe using Starlink. I don't know. She had internet while on the flotilla. She's talking to Democracy Now! This is what she had to say to Lindsey Graham's apparent death threat.
We're speaking to you from the United States, where the South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham wrote on X, hope Greta and her friends can swim. Your response?
We can swim very well. It says a lot about their priorities that in the face of genocide and systematic starvation of 2 million people, lawmakers, elected officials whose responsibility it should be to serve the people and to protect the people, that they, rather than ending their complicity in genocide and the mass slaughtering of civilians, are focusing on mocking people who are at least trying to do their bits. I think that says everything we need to know about their priorities. And finally, your message to Palestinians who perhaps have read about or heard about your voyage or waiting your arrival. What is your message to them? My message to them would be that we stand behind you in every step of the way. We are standing in solidarity with you. We see you. And I am also my deepest apologies on behalf of the outside world, especially the Western world, that we continue to betray you and that more people are not stepping up. But I promise that at least we here will try our very best.
And they're trying their very best. They're trying to get to Gaza to give them some humanitarian aid, something that the Gazans desperately need since they haven't had any real aid since March. And the one organization that was supposed to be delivering them aid, it turns out it was a Mossad op funded by the Israelis that they've now since shut down after slaughtering the people who were trying to get flour. And Greta and her friends, there's several of them on board. I think there might be 30 members on board this flotilla. They are headed to Gaza with a bunch of supplies, or at least a dozen people are on the flotilla, trying to get there. And the real question is whether or not they will be droned, whether or not they will be allowed to dock, will they be arrested? We do not know how the Israelis are going to respond to this flotilla at this point, but we're going to find out here in a couple of days. But I just wanted to make you aware of what was going on because it is something to keep an eye on as we get closer to the day. What will the Israelis do? That is a big question. This is just a flotilla with aid. There's no Hamas on this boat. It's just Greta Thunberg and her friends, European friends, and they are trying to deliver aid to Gaza. So we will see how the Israelis actually respond to that. Thank you for watching this clip from the full Kim Iversen Show, which you can catch Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. We do live stream it every day. It's a 1-hour show. You can catch it. It is totally free. Just go to KimIversonShow.com. See you there.